I run shit.
I
run shit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Little Rod ain't worth giving his kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his love. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can work with him.
Yeah.
Sean Combs wins dismissal of civil racketeering claims in Lil Rod's lawsuit. A federal judge finds that music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones lacks standing to bring Rico claims. A federal judge has dismissed the civil racketeering and breach of contract claims filed against Sean Diddy Combs by his former music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Still, much of Jones' sprawling lawsuit survived the dismissal motion brought by Combs, his company, and his chief of staff, Christina Coram, meaning the case will now move ahead in a slimmed-down form. In a 31-page opinion issued Monday, U.S. District Judge J. Paul Etkin said Jones fell short of showing a required injury to his business or property, caused by a violation of the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The judge said Jones' alleged non-payment for his services on Combs' Love album didn't count because it lacked a causal connection with any purported racketeering activity. The judge's ruling dismissed the racketeering claims against Combs, his company, Combs Global, and Coram. Alleged refusal to honor the contract with Jones is not itself a RICO predicate act, even if the contract breach resulted from Jones's refusal to participate in Combs's alleged racketeering scheme, the judge wrote. In sum, whether or not Jones has adequately alleged the existence of a RICO enterprise, he has not tied the activities of that enterprise to defendant's breach of contract or any other business or property harm incurred by Jones. The judge dismissed Jones' breach of contract claim because, according to New York law, any contract that cannot be performed within 1 year is unenforceable unless it is in writing, he wrote in his ruling. He likewise dismissed Jones' 3 claims of emotional distress as being deficient in terms of the law. But in his lopsided decision, the judge said the claims of sex trafficking against Combs and Coram could proceed. He also upheld sexual assault and premises liability claims against Combs. Jones' lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, declared a victory Monday when reached by Rolling Stone. A win is a win, the case is still alive. Diddy and better prepare for deposition, Blackburn said. Editor's picks. Combs has denied any wrongdoing in statements through his lawyers. No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor, the lawyers recently told Rolling Stone. In a previous statement sent to Rolling Stone, Coram issued a blanket denial, writing, "For months, horrific accusations have been made about me in various lawsuits regarding my former boss. These false allegations of my involvement are causing irreparable and incalculable damage to my reputation and the emotional well-being of myself and my family. I have never condoned or aided and abetted the sexual assault of anyone, nor have I ever drugged anyone." In his ruling, Judge Oetkin said Jones' lawsuit met the necessary requirements in terms of claiming violations of state and sex trafficking laws when he described Combs groping his genitals and forcing him to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. On numerous occasions, Combs allegedly recruited or enticed Jones to solicit and perform sex acts with commercial sex workers, as well as transported Jones across state and international borders in order to do so, the judge wrote. Combs allegedly secured Jones's compliance with his requests both by promising economic benefits that never materialized and by threatening Jones with physical restraint and harm. Trending stories. Combs, 55, is currently charged with sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. If convicted, he faces 15 years to life in prison. His trial is set for May 5th. Combs has been sued by dozens of plaintiffs alleging sexual misconduct. The flood of civil claims started with the bombshell rape and sex trafficking lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend Cassandra, Cassie Ventura, in November 2023. A handful of other accusers, including Jones, filed lawsuits over the next 3 months. A subsequent criminal investigation led to Combs' indictment last September.
Man, like we said, man, I don't really think they got nothing on Diddy, man. I believe that they trying to break him by using these lawsuits, but you see his lawyer is battling these lawsuits and he's slowly chipping them away. I mean, you see Diddy starting to gain, small little victories over these lawsuits against him. But as far as him, criminal wise, they still haven't proven, sex trafficking across state lines or any of that yet. Like we said, when the trial start May 5th, we definitely will be covering that trial. To see what comes out, to see what, who's testifying, to see what type of evidence they said they have against him. But my thing, I'm still stuck on why he didn't get bonded out. Yeah, I mean, they let murderers go, they let rapists go, they let all these type of people go, but they didn't grant him bond, and he was willing to pay $50 million or more. I didn't understand that. They try to claim he tampering with witnesses, or he could be a flight risk because he's a billionaire. But why they ain't say that about the Abercrombie and Fitch guy when he got pinched and he paid $10 million to get out on bond, and nobody even talks about that. You know what I mean? And this ain't me just defending Diddy, but I'm just talking about our justice system, the flaws in our justice system. Like, I don't understand that, why he was able to get bond. As far as the Cassie thing, we all have seen that tape, but the thing about that is the statute of limitations ran out on that. So for them to use that in the court of law, I don't know how they going to use that. It's admissible in the court because the statute of limitations ran out. So I don't know. We gonna see where they go with this. Like I said, the trial start May 5th. That's what they got it set for. Hopefully they don't set the trial back or whatever. But we will be covering that on the Night and Day Crime channel. So if you haven't, make sure y'all go subscribe to Night and Day True Crimes. Type it in the search, for algorithm purposes. Type it in the search on YouTube, Night and Day True Crimes. We will be covering the Diddy trial on there. We actually got a live stream set up already for the day his trial starts. So, we will be airing, whatever news come out about it or whatever, on the scenes, outside the courtroom, all that. We will be covering everything. So make sure y'all subscribe over there. Once again, this is Night and Day Talk Media, and I'm up.
If you crave nature but still shop online, Night and Day Herbals is your dream come true. Discover premium herbal soaps, shampoos, and CBD products. All organic, all for you. Shop now at nightandayherbals.com.